Alright guys, welcome back to Son of Scotland TV for another video. I guess I haven't uploaded in a couple of weeks, been a bit preoccupied with PES 2019 and FIFA 19 coming out, so I haven't been really making many review videos or shit like that. But today was a great day, another win for Hearts, and that puts us top of the table now with 6 wins out of 7, and the only slip up is that draw for Livingston last week. When we originally drew with Livingston, I was annoyed because after the first 5 games I was looking at the fixtures and I thought we had a great chance to go 7 wins out of 7 before having to travel to Ibrox. So yeah, initially when we drew with Livingston I did think it was a bad result, but looking back, man, you can't complain. 6 wins, 1 draw, we're playing absolutely fantastic. 13 goals scored, 3 goals only conceded. I mean, we've conceded the least amount of goals in the league and we've scored as much as anybody apart from Rangers. So I mean, our start's been absolutely phenomenal. Got to give big credit to Craig Levein. I wasn't convinced heading into this season, but he certainly proved me wrong, and I'll be the first person to admit that. And today against St Johnstone, another solid performance. Peter Haring, who I think has probably been the best, maybe the best signing. I'm not necessarily, I mean, we've had a lot of good signings, but he has to be up there, man. He's been great for us this season. That's his 5th goal that he scored, and considering that he is a centre back that's playing in a centre defensive midfield role, you know, well, he can play anywhere really, but you know what I mean, he's not a guy that should be scoring 5 goals in 7 games in the league, but he has been. So the guy has been absolutely fantastic. I thought that we were maybe a little bit vulnerable today with only a 1-0 lead. Jimmy Dunne put us 2-0 up in front. Jimmy Dunne being another great signing. I think it's unfortunate that Christophe Berra's out, but I think Dunne and Suter could have a great partnership in the future if we can keep Suter at the club. Don't get me wrong, I'd like Berra to get back quickly as possible, but we do seem to have numbers in possession. So I mean, it's not too bad. Originally when Berra got injured I thought, fuck, but Dunne's been great since he came in, so I've got no complaints there. St Johnstone did get a goal back late on from our player Ross Callaghan, which was a little bit nervy because I thought, fuck man, 13 minutes ago, please let's not concede another goal and dropping all 2 points. But we managed to hold on, which is great news, and it now means that we are 5 points clear at the top of the table, which is great. Unfortunately, Aberdeen couldn't hold Celtic off to a draw today, so Celtic picked up a point, 3 points even. Hibernian got a win against St Mirren. Kilmarnock also won against Motherwell, and then you've got Rangers who take on Livingston tomorrow. I'm hoping Livingston can at least get a draw against them before we have to play them next week. But yeah, man, things are looking great for us at the top, and I've got so much confidence in the team at the moment. It's fantastic because last couple of years have been really shit, albeit yeah, last year with a couple of moments to like sing about, with that 4-0 win against Celtic, which was fantastic. We'd also went the 10 hours without conceding a goal, but I mean, apart from that, it's been dreadful. And now all of a sudden we're top of the league. We've got a semi-final match in the cup, which to be honest is a fucking disaster. I don't know how the SFA or whoever it is, man, I don't know how they have came to this conclusion that we're going to play 2 games in Glasgow on the same day. I mean, Celtic and Rangers can't play at separate stadiums on the same day, yet they want 4 massive clubs to come together and play in the same stadium at the same day. It's going to be absolute mayhem, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's bloody murder or shit in the streets, man. It's going to be, it's insane that, I mean, they want Aberdeen to kick off at what, 12:30, and apparently the first train for Aberdeen doesn't even get into Glasgow till 20 minutes after kick-off. So I mean, realistically, Aberdeen fans probably aren't even going to get there until the second half starts at best, and then they've got to get home. By the time that match starts, you're going to have the Celtic fans coming in, the Hearts fans coming in, Rangers and Aberdeen fans will probably be heading to the pubs after the first match, and then the Hearts fans are going to have to, by the time they get home, it's going to be nearly midnight, and it's Monday, and you know what I mean, people have got work. To me, it's just fucking insane how they expect this to happen. I don't know why they couldn't just move the Hearts Celtic game to Murrayfield, and then you could have had both games on at the same time and there'd have been no hassle. But nah, man, they fucked it up. We'll see what happens. As long as Hearts get through, I'm not too bothered, but they definitely could have scheduled this better. I mean, another scenario or another situation or solution would be just to have one of the Old Firm play on Saturday. Like, why not? I mean, who cares? if you're playing a Europa League match on Thursday. If a professional footballer can't play 2 games in the space of 2 days, then you know what I mean, what the fuck's he getting paid all that money for? An absolute joke. Some teams have played on a Thursday before, then played on a Saturday. I don't see why the Old Firm can't do it, but Scotland, as per usual, will bow down to Rangers and Celtic and fuck the other teams as long as they keep Rangers and Celtic happy. But anyway, I'm happy at the moment. Hearts top the league. Things are going great. Until next time, guys. Peace.